Take a second and think about the one thing you love to do. The one act that makes you feel so alive that you forget about everything around you. That feeling is incomparable, right? It feels as if you are invincible and you start to believe you can conquer anything in this world. It feels as if your mind and heart intertwine at that very moment. No one understands what it's like until all of that inspiration and drive hits them. I never felt any of that until this film was made. Let's rewind for a second. I want you to go back to the most favorable time of your life, a time when you felt nothing but pure happiness, a period with no worries or stress and everything seemed perfect. I don't know about you, but I thought about my childhood. All that innocence makes you view life in such a beautiful manner. I used to look up to so many people. I saw the good in everyone, and I still do. I remember watching the Olympics and wishing that one day I would be someone great like that, or at least get to meet someone like that, and I did. They may not be Olympians, but I think they are the most talented athletes out there. They inspire me. Think back to the very first time you heard the sound of a piano. It sounds so peaceful and delicate, yet powerful at the same time. When I first touched a key on a piano, I instantly fell in love with music. Every time I heard another individual playing an instrument or singing, I would stop and just listen. I met some people who love music just as much as I did, if not even more. They use music to speak their minds, to seek refuge, or just to feel something that they never felt before. The music they create is a part of who they are and a part of their soul. They inspire me. Dance. Who doesn't love to dance? Dance is such a ravishing form of expression. I find it so intriguing how a simple choreography can tell a story and more. I met this girl recently who is an amazing dancer. You can tell she is so passionate about it by the way her face lights up when it is the topic of conversation. She speaks so highly of it and puts in all of her emotion and soul into every step she took. She inspires me. Do you guys remember playing Mario Kart on a GameCube and the only stress you had back then was trying to finish first without getting hit by a blue shell? Those were the days, huh? A friend of mine still plays a lot. He cracks me up with the way he reacts when something drastic happens in the virtual world. He invests a lot of his time into this hobby, not because he has nothing better to do, but because he is making it as a side job. It's everyone's dream to get paid to do what they love, but not everyone has the courage to do so. He inspires me. When I started preschool, my mom gave me a box of crayons and I became obsessed with coloring. I started drawing my own pictures after that, and eventually I went from crayons to pencils to paint. I guess art became a part of me. I don't really paint anymore, but I love looking at other artists' work. I still try to create here and there, but I'm not as persistent as one of my friends who just expresses herself through her paintbrush. She inspires me. Let me talk about something that I never knew was a thing until recently. Have you ever been rock climbing? Everyone has at least once in their life. You would think of it as a fun activity to do with your friends, like bowling or skating. But everyone thinks it's easy. I mean, climbing a wall is pretty simple. Well, at least when you use all the holes to your advantage. But try to follow a route. Not so simple now, right? Now it's become a sport. It's probably the toughest sport I've ever tried. However, the people at the gym I went to are so down to earth and encouraging, it makes me want to keep pushing. They are extremely good at it. I aspire to be that great. An old friend of mine introduced that lifestyle to me. He is one of the best I've ever seen. Of course, climbing just wasn't for me, but he inspired me. Look around you. There's people with phenomenal talent, drive, and devotion, but sometimes we don't even notice it. I don't think they even see it for themselves. Everyone that I've met has had one thing in common. It's that they were all inspired by someone else. And it's crazy how one person can make a positive impact on the next. That cycle continues for the rest of your life. So when you think about giving up on the one thing that makes you feel whole, think about the person who made you feel that way. Think about the person who you were inspiring to continue their story. I'm not talking about a specific area of interest. I'm referring to anything and everything. The point is that it is the one thing that motivates you to get up every morning, because you want it more than you want to breathe. And just like these people inspiring me to do what I love, I hope I inspire others with this film. In case you wanted to see the whole choreography, here it is.
Crown off the dogs, we found her in the woods. That girl never stood a chance after that dark dance with the waves. She waltzed away into the sea. Baby, take me with you, please. I don't know what I'd do if you leave. Watch your torches go out one at a time. The world gets darker every night, 'cause I see it all without the lights. She waltzed away into the sea. Baby, take me with you, please. I don't know what I'd do if you leave. She walked away into the sea. Baby, take me with you, please. I don't know what I'd do if you leave. Reach out your hand and pull me.